Hey guys, Nicole here again with Momentum Accounting. In this video, I'm going to be answering the question, what does a controller do? So most small business owners are familiar with the term bookkeeper. Most have heard CFO, but controllers, for whatever reason, is one of the most underrepresented or an unknown about role in an accounting department, but it's actually one of the most important roles. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what a controller does and why you need one. So if you've ever been like, man, I feel like I need more mid-level support, right? Like the bills are getting paid, invoices are going out, but I don't really understand my financial statements. I feel like I'm managing the process more than I should be. And at the end of the day, I'm not really getting good information out of my financials. So those are all reasons why you probably might need a controller. So a controller's role is, so you have your bookkeeper, right, who's doing the day-to-day. They're reconciling the bank transactions, they're entering credit card data, they may be doing some payroll admin, they're paying the bills, sending out the invoices. And so they're really all about data inputs. And then the controller usually comes in at the end of the month and does what's called a month-end close. And so the controller is buttoning up the balance sheet, making sure that they're supporting documentation and schedules, that your loan balance ties out to your loan statements. They're making sure that any accruals need to be done, maintaining a prepaid schedule. And then ultimately, those financials should be formatted in such a way that you can start looking at trends and key metrics. And so the controller should be building those KPIs for you and then having conversations with you around what they mean. Controller may also be doing some forecasting for you. So if you're doing like a regular monthly rolling forecast, they'll prep the forecast by taking your sales information and your payroll information. And the other thing that a controller does is a controller is making sure that you're using the right technology that should be, and they're also managing the bookkeeper. And so they're setting policies around how long it should take customers to pay you and monitoring that. They're making sure that bills go out and are approved. They're setting up controls, which is really important because if you only have one person in your accounting department, you're about 99% more likely to be stolen from. So just by adding that extra level of review, you're virtually eliminating your risk of fraud. Now, once the controller does his or her job, buttons up the financial statements, prepares everything, then the CFO is thinking about more high-level strategy. So they're working with the CEO one-on-one. They may be doing some operational things like creating and implementing policies inside the business from a day-to-day perspective. So setting like daily KPIs or weekly KPIs in your delivery team that then roll up to the financial statements. And so those are sort of the differences between the roles in an accounting department. And typically small business owners start feeling the need for that controller role around $1 million in revenue. So if you're starting to feel like you're outgrowing your bookkeeper, it's not necessarily that person isn't the right fit. It's just that they're good at their role, they're doing the data input, but you need somebody that has the expertise that can come in and do the higher level accounting stuff and manage the process so that you don't have to get your hands in there and deal with it. So a lot of times controllers are coming from public accounting. They've worked in audit. A lot of them are working with the audit background. Sometimes you'll get a controller from like a Big Four or a regional firm. Not always, but typically those types of people have had a wealth of experience and they're familiar with GAAP accounting. And so they can come and help you implement some of those things. Now, the way our team works, Momentum Accounting, is we are an outsourced accounting department for small businesses, which means, if you're a small business, you don't necessarily need a full-time controller. In fact, controllers, typically their salary is around $80,000 to $150,000 per year. And so if your business is doing $1 to $10 million in revenue, you're probably in a position where you need a piece of a controller, but you don't necessarily need a full-time controller. And so what we do is we provide a team approach. So you'll get a bookkeeper, you'll get a controller, and then some payroll support. And if you need forward-looking stuff, we also can bring in a CFO for that too. And so it's all about just making sure you have the right people in the right seat to support your business. You have any other questions about what a controller does, or you want to get in touch with us, you can reach out on our contact page at momentumaccounting.com. And again, I'm Nikole, I'm the founder and owner of Momentum Accounting, and I'd love to learn more about your business. And I'll see you at the next video.